Well, House GOP leaders agree not to move forward with efforts to repeal Obamacare this week. Following a Thursday night meeting with Speaker Paul Ryan, House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy confirmed there would not be a vote before the president's 100th day. He explained top officials are still educating members on the revised health care bill, but some are hopeful a vote could still happen next week. One America's John Hines caught up with Georgia Congressman Jody Hice and has more.
Hello, I'm here with Congressman Jody Hice. He's from the 10th Congressional District of Georgia. And Congressman Hice is a member of the House Freedom Caucus. He, along with many members of the House Freedom Caucus, was opposed to the original iteration of the American Health Care Act. And now he has come around and decided that he will support the health care bill when it does come up for a vote. I wanted to ask you, why were you opposed and what caused you to change your mind, sir?
Well, the first thing that we were wanting, obviously, was a repeal of Obamacare. That we'll continue to fight for that, but we're not at that point yet. So this proposed bill now is the next best thing that we have. And the key issue has been to drive down premium costs, which the previous bill 4 weeks ago did not do. And so with what we have now, I've come on board because the changes that have been made will drastically impact premium costs.
And the changes were with regard to the so-called Macarthur Amendment, which made some of these essential benefits, you get a waiver apparently by state. Is that how it works, sir?
Yeah, you know, when the previous bill had some good things, the employer mandate, individual mandate, that's good, but it left untouched insurance company mandates. So an insurance company did not have the ability to offer a variety of plans. And there's no way to drive down the cost of premiums if the government is dictating what the plan has to be. So the Macarthur Amendment helped in that regard. The Palmer Amendment helped on the pre-existing condition, the high risk side of things. So between all the changes that have been made, we've got some great steps to begin lowering costs.
And when do you think it might come up for a vote? Potentially, it's been pulled off this week. Would it come up next week? Do you anticipate? What's your sense about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's more important that we get this thing done right than it is that we get it done fast. There's a lot of us who would love for this to go on and let's get the vote and move forward. But there's still some members that are having some difficulty with whatever aspect they're struggling with, and so I think it's wise. Let's just back up. Let's make sure the conference is on board, and hopefully we'll come back next week and get it done.
The Republicans have brought up a continuing resolution. What's going on with that, sir?
Yeah, we've got to deal with a continuing resolution. I think it's important for people to understand we are back at this place yet again because the Senate has not been capable of dealing with their own rules of getting over the 60-vote threshold. The House has sent multiple appropriation bills to the Senate, but they've not been able to deal with any of them. So it's unfortunate. At some point, the Senate's going to have to come to the realization that rule is keeping the entire Congress dysfunctional. But here we are, another CR. We'll try to get this thing passed and hopefully get an extended one next week.
And finally, sir, I have to ask you, I know that you are a person who is obviously very pleased that we have a Republican president, President Trump. Talk about his first 100 days. Talk about maybe some of his accomplishments and how you would rate his first 100 days.
I rate him doing an outstanding job. Again, at the end of the day, no president is ultimately going to be defined by 100 days. He'll be defined by the duration of his presidency. But within the first 100 days, we've got, 11 congressional review acts, by far the most in the history of our nation, which reviews and have done away with multiple regulations from the previous administration.
And these are regulations that can't come back, is that?
That's correct. And 11, the most in any other administration, has been 1. So those have gone through the House, through the Senate, signed by the President. We have a new Supreme Court justice. We have executive orders ranging from Keystone to waters of the U.S. We have our military presence in the world, seen from Syria and other things, that America is back on the front lines. We have our immigration declining 70% the first 100 days. So there have been multiple achievements in this first 100 days. Yes, I wish there were more, but we're going to see those through the remaining part of this administration, and I give him an A+.
An A+. That was my neck. You're reading my mind. I was going to say, what's the letter grade?
He's doing an outstanding job. In the midst of tremendous opposition, in the midst of all the opposition still being able to get a lot accomplished, yeah, we're going to get a lot more accomplished, but I'm pleased with where things are pointing.
Very good. Well, there you have it. Congressman Jody Hice from the 10th District of Georgia talking about health care, the continuing resolution in the budget, and President Trump's first 100 days. Back to you in the studio.